Welcome back to The Sacred Journey. The Sacred Journey is the program that reminds you that life is a wonderful adventure and each and every experience we have is a unique and perfect opportunity for learning. I'm Joyce St. Germaine, and I said welcome back because we're back with JoPa. We hope you joined us last week. If not, you can find us online and see what you missed, get caught up, and we will hopefully have one more show. So after this show, watch for us again. So I'm back with Paul Butler, who I described, and I'm sure you realize that it was accurate, as a winds virtuoso. John Marshall, master percussionist. Thanks for joining us. I know you'll enjoy part 2.
Okay, so this is an instrument that has gained such enormous popularity. It's called a hung drum or a pan drum, and when they first arrived in this country maybe 20 years ago, they were pricey, you know, $300 or $400, $500, something like that. And a friend of Paul and mine said, "You want to buy one to me, John?" I said, "No, wait till they go down a little bit." Now, of course, you cannot get them now. You can't find them now. You just can't get them.
I bought this one. It was the last shipment into the United States, and it was $1,800. So the price, it just kept going up.
Yeah. And now you can buy one for what, about
$6 to $10 grand. I've seen them.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So, and many people are trying to duplicate this formula, and they're close, but it's it's just like the Zildjian cymbals that came out in the last century. It's a guarded family secret, So we don't know exactly what the mix of the alloy is or whatever, but this is certainly a beautiful instrument. So it can be played in with little mallets or whatever, but we usually use our fingers here. So
we're gonna.
So we're going.
Do you care which part of it? Actually, it's part of the.
Okay, good.
Right?
Set us up. So kind of give it to me.
Yeah. I have to say that you guys should get one. I know it's a lot of money, but the coolest thing is to just like when I don't care what kind of day you had, a good day, a bad day, a busy day, a really lazy day, but to just sit there and go.
A lot to be said for that.
It's a beautiful sound.
Isn't it?
Yeah, really.
So just play that first. Just play a little something.
Now, is it from a particular country or a region, or?
No, it's made in Switzerland.
Oh, really?
Bern, Switzerland.
Okay.
And what happened was it got to be so popular that two people make it, a man and a woman, and they figured out how to make it. And you know, if you look inside, there's a big like a matrix on the inside where I guess how they do their magic to it. But it got to be so popular and so busy that they had a team of 8 people making them, and I think 2 worldwide distributors, of which our friend was one. And it got to be way too much for the 2 people. And they noticed that their quality control went down because they had to crank them out. And so they fired everybody, and they basically said, if you want one of these, you have to basically come to Switzerland, pick out the tuning you want, because there's 88 different tunings of this. This happens to be one of them. And if you want, you have to go there, you have to pick it out, and then you have to wait until they feel like making it. And it's so back-ordered. I think the last I heard it was 2.5 years back-ordered. And it's just the 2 of them making them anymore. And when they're done, they no longer ship it out. You have to come pick it up.
This is a fairly common story. This man's name is Kevork Kajistan, I believe. He lives in Lebanon, and this is called a rick. This instrument, it's a kind of tambourine, and it's the same deal. This one of these on eBay went for a tambourine, mind you, for about $5-6 grand, something like that. And his same thing, Kevork, he makes them when he wants. And he's over there in Beirut, and he smokes his cigarettes, and he does the polyurethane, But same kind of thing. It's absolutely sought after. So this happens with these instruments, these sort of specialty instruments. So
Yeah.
I'll play some of that later.
There are some people that have just figured out how to make the magic happen, or they've been blessed with that gift to go, let me make this. Hold on just a second. Yeah. And it's like the one to have because of its sound, and the same with this.
So how about we just do a little duet for a second with you playing that, and I'll
Sure.
play the frame drum. See
Okay.
if we can, just a shorty,
Shorty.
And then we might take a little break because is it dark? Is it dark enough for your film?
Maybe not a break yet.
Maybe not yet.
No.
Okay.
We brought way too much debris here.
It's true.
You guys.
You guys.
Jimi Hendrix. All right.
was the middle part. You get it. Apologies. Don't you want to do that middle part again? I thought we were going to end with the middle part.
Whoa! That was unexpected.
Unexpected.
Yeah. We had a conversation last night of are we going to name these or not? So everything's a thing. That one tune we did was Take 5 by Paul Desmond.
That
So
thing.
that was a thing that was actually somebody else's thing that we covered, I guess you'd say,
Yeah.
in our own way. And then have we done, I don't know if we've done anything else that has been somebody else's thing.
You did the Hendrix thing.
To had the Hendrix thing. I was sitting here kind of like outside of myself with that. I was like, what, Johnny? What are you doing now? I didn't know you brought
I
that.
hadn't heard that sound.
I hadn't heard that sound.
I don't think I can do it again.
That was quite extraordinary. Shoo-wee. What are we
Okay,
doing?
well, we never know what we're gonna find when we put
Turn
up
this
channel
off.
3, is it?
Well, I have to turn the whole thing up.
Okay,
so
good luck.
Well, your mic's still on the ground.
That's right.
No, he unhooked
No, I
it.
unhooked it.
You unhooked it?
Yeah, no,
Ah.
ready for you to bring up our third player.
Okay, I'm putting it back up to where it was. Let me get ready though. So, we don't really know what this is. I mean, John knows what this is.
I can say a little bit about it.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
a beautiful morning raga. It's a North Indian melody. It's a short one, and it's a loop, probably taken from a much larger melody. But this is a short version of it. It loops, goes back and forth, so that instruments can play on top of that line. And we have it playing. We've been having it playing because we've been having difficulties with our.
Now we can tell that.
Now we can tell.
the
Now it can be told. Here. It's been coming in and out a little bit here, but let's see if it's our player still there, our tireless
Are you ready?
third player.
Which one?
I
Oh,
think
one.
channel-
I think it's in one. Isn't it?
No, channel 3. I think.
No, it's one.
So
She's still there.
she's still there. This is what I was chuckling about before.
So when we started the concert and all the air was off and you all were quiet, so what we heard was this. Maybe you can't hear it, but you hear it very faintly. So we had turned it all the way down, but it was bleeding through another channel, and so that's why we were chuckling so much, because we kept hearing it, and we would go to start the show, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we hear it. And Johnny wanted to tell you all before, and I said no, because then all you're gonna listen for is that really faint little thing that's still playing right now. And this wouldn't matter, which is okay. I'm telling you, if that's what you want, that's a nice experience.
Made a good call.
But, oh, we get to turn it off after this.
Oh no, I prefer we left it on. Okay, so these drums are called tabla drums. Anyone ever seen these drums before? Yeah, so, a lot of you have. They're beautiful drums. This little thing that my children that were just totally wanted when they were children, it was like, this thing like Daddy's tabla hammer. This was a much sought after thing. Of course, man, they thought it was the way to play it. But it's a tuning mechanism. And so it's important for me, can you bring that up a little bit, our third player?
Yes.
So I have to be as close as I can to C, to the note C here. And that's pretty dead on. And if I wanted to make it sharper, I would tap the bottom, I mean the grade here, right here, or the tuning blocks and bring it up maybe to a B or, you know, I mean up to maybe as high as an E, you know, or D. So this tabla wants to hit it around C. So we're going to play around with this particular melody. Paul's going to quote it and then weave in and weave out of it as I keep a steady rhythm called Tintal, which is a 16-beat phrase over that. So, da, din, din, da, da, din, din, da, da, din, din, da, da, din, din, da. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're thinking of having a great new friend come up and join us, and her name is Vaso, and she's studying frame drum with me right now, and she brought her whole tribe, I think, a whole bunch of folks came with her today. And so would you come up and join us, and we're gonna do, maybe you could tell us what we're gonna do when we get up here.
Okay.
All right. So Vaso, let's see, I guess you came to a concert I played or something, or like, and
Yeah,
then
I came to,
somewhere I was playing.
yes, in Valley Spirit.
Yes.
And
And then she decided she liked the sound of the frame drum,
yeah.
so she's been studying for not too long, a couple of months.
Were we using that mic?
Yeah,
Sorry.
a little more than that.
No, yeah.
And she sounds great. I'll hand it to you, bro. Oh, you need this for sure.
Yes. I'm getting the microphone thing for you too.
So we're gonna.
Oh, that
It's
one,
buried
yeah.
under drums.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of debris. It's a major debris field up here.
There you go, Vas.
Is that right? Is that what we did?
What, bro?
Yeah.
Is that what we did?
Mm-hmm.
This one was nothing?
This one's nothing.
That was three.
Wow, that was interesting. Oh, here we go. Let's try it.
I'm waiting for different, you know.
Yeah, right, we're waiting for the.
Okay.
I'm a little afraid.
Yes. Yes.
Hello, yes.
Do you have enough room there? Or was this
I
good?
am good, I'm good.
We're gonna revisit that Maksum rhythm.
Maksum.
So, hi everybody.
Hello.
I'm Paso. I'm a student of John, and this all is a happy accident, really, because I came up with this song, which is a very, very old song. It's a Greek song from Asia Minor, which is the western coast of Turkey, once, populated by a thriving Greek, Armenian, whatever community. I mean, it was multi-national, and there was a huge beautiful crossroad of music and civilizations. And the first recording, we know it's from 1902 or 1907, and it has undergone millions of versions. Everybody loves the song, and somehow I got to play it with John and Paul, and I hope you like it.
What's it called?
And it's called again. So it's a Greek title, so you probably won't recognize any of that. But it's called Faspaso Koupes, which means I'm gonna break glasses. Makes no sense to this culture, but it makes sense to the culture that brought it here. So it's a love song, and it's someone who basically adores his beloved, and he's singing for her. So
Great. So
let's do it.